is a vocation. It is a journey with Jesus, imitating His lifestyle. When we have different experiences, different way of responding to God's call, but we have a common destiny, and that is to share in the life of Christ that crucified. That's what makes our journey together meaningful. The spirituality of marriage and family. So in summarize ko sa inyo bilog na document, no? Ang first nga dinalan sa Amoris Laetitia, nagasiling, the joy of love experienced by families is also the joy of the church. Amoris Laetitia, the joy of love. Ang kalipay sa gugma nga na-experiensya sa mga pamilya, no? Mangin kalipay man sa bugos nga simbahan. Summary. Amoris Laetitia does not mention any change in the traditional discipline of the church. Ang doktrina, amuman, ihapon. The doctrine of indissolubility and unity. What God has joined together, let no man put asunder. And so the divorce and the remarried, no, ang decision ng simbahan, as much as possible, hindi anay sila ihapon magpatong sa komunyon, upod man sa mga civil marriages, and those in cohabitation, and those in grave sin. But, dumdumo natin, nga ina na issue, ginabalik-balik ina. Pero wala kang namin nagarali, nga dalagpog, wala sa lagi pa communion, tungkol kay regular marriage sila. Hindi kayo siya na issue, sunod kay Pope Francis. Sa likod sina, arat na rin same-sex union. Sa likod sina, arat na mga lobby groups. Nga gahulat lang, na kung i-allow mo na gani, mag-demand man kami i-allow na same-sex union, ikaslon at patagaan ng komunyon. So ginagamit din nila mga front para maging isang issue to push through their own agenda. Nakita ni Pope Francis, hindi nila yung mayor na problema ng pati komunyon kaysa atong parokyan sa katedral. Ang mga nagkalipin kan mga nagkasal sa US, sige man lang yapong komunyon, di ba ganyan natin kilala? O, so hindi na sa problema. Kita nga dito yung pagtupa ng simbahan, kaya bakit hindi kakilala sa naga-komunyon. So, kung perdihan ka makumpisar, dahil sa mga sarili ng turis, so mabalaan naman ng mga timog lang, siguro mga Divine Mercy, kung hindi sa Fatima, sa Santo Niño, sa Camarode, sa Anines, doon sila yung mga timog nila mabalaan ko. No? Binagin ko lang ilang inistorya, ilang Paris Praise. Now, number 2. In fact, the great challenges of the church today, ang balik po Francis, sila niya problema, hindi pati sa komunyon. Ang problema is that many young people are increasingly trying to renounce marriage. Hindi na sila magpakasal. Ang lalaki at babae, hindi na niya gusto magpakasal. Ang problema sa buong, ang lalaki at babae, among gusto magpakasal. Ano ang problema? Now, the loss of social relevance of marriage. Hindi na siya ito public institution, something that is private na lang. Ang mga ulang forever, the new ideologies that threaten marriage and same-sex union, abortion, no? And above all, the great task of bringing Christ to all families in a new evangelization, ang mga paniyong catechesis, ang pagtudlo sa moral values, ang mga problema na akong subong. No? Now, number 3. Ang Amoris Laetitia, ina-affirm niya magisterial teachings, no, sa Familiaris Consortium, paragraph 84, and Sacramentum Caritatis ni Pope Benedict XVI, paragraph 28, that divorce and remarriage should live as brother and sister. They have to follow penitential paths. No? Sabi niya, kung magkulagay ka mo, divorce and remarriage, wala kang sexual contact. Posible, wala na. During the synod, in present, 100 couples, divorced and remarried, they try to live as brothers and sisters. Pwede galit. Tsaka si St. John XXII, sa Familiaris Consortium, paragraph 84, si Pope Benedict XVI, nasa Sacramentum Caritatis, paragraph 28, and the early catechumenal experience of the Church of the 5th century. Now, what is new in chapter 8? Mercy is the merciful pastoral approach of Pope Francis, his desire to bring the gospel closer to the hearts of those in the peripheries, following the logic of progressive integration, amat-amat, no, the law of gradualness, amat-amat na pagpapanibag ko, no, sang tao, ako nga makabalik sa Diyos ka sa simbahan. There can be circumstances in which persons who live in objective situations of sin may possibly not be subjectively culpable on account of ignorance, fear, disordered affections, or other reasons. Pinahambal sa Catechism of the Catholic Church, CCC, in paragraph 1735. For example, externally, ini nga tao nakahimo sa grave sin. Externally, we see the objective situation of sin, no? But we can never immediately judge what is inside that person or what he has gone through. Muna na namin na-direct. Kaya basic ignorance siya when he committed that sin. Wala siya nakabalo. For example, wala kaya nakabalo nga nagpa-civil marriage ka, civil wedding, abi mo yan dala na like simbahan. May kabalo mo nga nagpa-vasectomy or nagpa-tubalization. So when nagsimba, nabatiyan mo si Patrick explain sa mga pro-life teachings, di grabe ang linagumba sa naging pusoon mo. Oh. So, objectively, you have committed sin, pero subjectively, you may not immediately be judged nga nakamunahulog ka sa sala. Tungkol kay, you were ignorant when you were committing that sin. Nagsindihan ninyo? Now, another one, fear. Napilitan ka lang. I'll give example. Nagpusong ka timbrano, of course, sin na to. No? Kung nanay ka tatay mo, tungkol sa pressure, tungkol i-active sila sa simbahan, in-force ka nilang mag-commit abortion. Okay? Now, fear. No? You are not in full mind at all, but it's because you are dependent on them. They have the authority over you. No? So, naghimo ka sa isa ka grave sin, abortion, pero in-force ka nila. So, hindi ka kasiling nga imo gito talang desisyon, in-force ka manila, of course, nakasala ka, naglusog na mo. Nama by fear or disordered affection, homosexual bit, disordered affection na palawa, no? Addict ka, drug addict, kapaminsan may psychical problem ka, no? Or kleptomaniac, or psycho-killer, no? Napamatay mo rin ka ng mga contract, no? Kaya mo na another reasons, kaya mo na objectively, silin mo, nakahimo sila sa love, no? During confessions, the priest discerns the human act. But in the end, subjectively, God sees the heart. That's why si Pope Francis nagama, who am I to judge? Ano namin niya sila? Subjectively, who am I to know about it? Kasi siya na nakagang Diyos niya kay Balo siya sa natapo. But I am here to provide accompaniment. Balaan mo na siya na makasasala na siya. Puti kung sabi ko sa kondinar, magula na lang gina siya, malagyo na lang gina. No? Pero kung miguhon ko siya, subong sa ginahimo ni Jesus sa gospel, miguhon ko siya, ipakita kong tanan-tanan, ayuhan, gugma, kagkalukoy, base pamalang, he will return to his senses, and there will be gradual opening of his heart that the mercy of God can come in and will totally transform that person. Because you provided the venue for him for conversion because of pastoral accompaniment. It requires more patience and humility on your part. You understand what I'm saying? Here ba si gutom na di ka wala? No, si Father, ni pero may pastoral accompaniment. Pero nagutom na kami. How can we accompany? Number 6, ang mga nahambal ko. Number 7, the Pope wishes to say that we must not judge or condemn these persons immediately, but be merciful and be patient with them, accompany them, as God the Father is merciful with each one of us. We need to seek for everyone the path of conversion from sin to growth in charity. Alalayan mo siya, no? As much as possible, pugdan mo siya, unungan mo siya. Okay? Pugdan, no? So, on discerning the person's state of grace, the praise in the confessional discerns the act, but God discerns the heart. Now, the law of gradualness, sinasummarize ko na, follows God life. In contrast with gradualness of the law, offers help but contradicts the norms of morality and human freedom. Now, number 10. Now, ano yung pinaka-fundamental pastoral principle sa Amoris Laetitia? This is in paragraph 307. Today, more important than the pastoral care of families is the pastoral effort to strengthen marriages and thus to prevent their breakdown. Kabay pa nga tungkol sa Amoris Laetitia sa Tagsa Kapanimalay, mahagan-hagan o madula na gate ang damdamo ng mga pagbinulagay kapag bahin-bahin sa atong na Panimalay. Pope Francis observes that unfortunately in Western countries, even among the baptized, marriage is no longer perceived as a good news. Ang kasal hindi na ginatanaw ng isa kamaayong balita. So, number 12, Amoris Laetitia is the new pathway proclaiming the good news for family. And in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 1 to 13, the hymn of charity, the heart of his reflection about love in the family. Now, 13, centrality of education. We never get tired of offering formation, updating, seminars, conferences, retreats, and recollections for our people, particularly now that they may grow in faith. And 14, emphasis on family ministry in the church as a pastoral priority. Part sa apostolate of the Divine Mercy is family ministry. We visit homes, we consecrate. Actually, it's about sharing our merciful presence to that family. You will never know after sa inyong pagbisita na something very subtle will happen in that family. Kaya ibisitahan sila hindi lang inyo, kundi ibisitahan sila sa Diyos mismo. And highlights the sacramental character of Christian life. We need to recover the value of marriage as a vocational hinge of Christian life. So these are the important keywords we should remember from Amoris Laetitia. Una, accompaniment. We need to accompany. Ikadwa, discernment. Pagmamalandong. Ikatatlo, as we accompany, we must be conscious of the law of gradualness. It all depends on the human stages of life, the stages of human life. And then we form conscience so that the mercy of God can be at work in their lives. There is conversion. Okay? So at the end, we are all stakeholders of the gospel of family. We are challenged to offer pastoral accompaniment for vulnerable persons, and they are grieving due to broken and strained relationships, suffering due to human-made and natural calamities, and feeling disillusioned because of the crisis of faith. So we have been called to love. Now we are sent forth as missionaries of mercy. So madaming nga salamat sa inyo, and we are all ready na for our lunch unless you have important questions. Okay, thank you.